Hello everyone, I'm Rups with the Smith of the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and what a difference a day makes with the good old fashioned gap in reverse. Now let's take a look at here what was going on here in the SPY. So, if we go to the 60 SPY, right, go and see this. Right, you can see all this mess down in here. We sat there and did nothing, all right? And then, so we get this kind of stuff like here, right? And these two bars make an outside bar of all this. You see here in the lower left, right? So that gives you the broadening formation, the higher highs and the lower lows down into here, right? Then we gap up and boom, do it again. These three become an outside bar of all this now, you see? And that's going to give you the outside day, right? And so more often than not, when you get something like this, really tight doing nothing, more often than not, you take out both sides of the range. Why? Because people are stopping against this and real tight stopper stuff. But it might seem like the end of the world, but if you look at the weekly, look at this. Look at this. The weekly opening was 417.44. Right, we're at 417.10. All right, so not the end of the world, although it might feel like it depending on what stocks you're in. So one of the things that we also noticed when we had this gap up, and so one of the ways you can take this anyway, if you see this here on the 60, how do you get in on stuff like this? This is a 2 up by taking out the highs. This is a 2 down. Still no higher high on this, right? And if you go to 30, you see this, the inside 30, which is a continuation, 2 down, inside, down, and here, 2 up on the gap, boom, right there. Short, down, down, short more, down, down, still good, right? So the goal here was to be an outside bar of all this, which you made it to. Now you've got a new 60 starting, and you can see that. We talk about this all the time, right there. Now you got a new 60. The question is, how are you going to get outside of this range? Right, you got some distance on that. Well, like I said, not the end of the world, although in a lot of stocks it might seem like it. If you go to QQQ, and QQQ outside day, a little bit worse red on the week, right? On that month, still good, and these become an outside bar of all this. You see this? Higher high. I'll just draw it for you so you can see it. This is your broadening formation right here. So the question is, do you expand that or do you come back through, right? So we got a new 60 opening inside on that. If you go to the diamonds, here, once again, an outside day, and here's your broadening formation here. Higher high, lower low. Now you can see the diamonds a little stronger here. They're closer to taking out last hour's high. So it'll be a reversal back to the upside over 338.65, right? You can see on the week a little redder, but monthly not in trouble toll. One of the telltale signs that they might hit them a little bit here this morning was that they took a defensive posture right away. And what I mean by that is the market was gapping up, and yet strength in XLP, strength in XLU, right? That tells us they're playing a little defense here. You got a 2-2 day to the upside here, and they bailed on some of the growth names and stuff like that. So at the XLP, tells me I'm going to look at maybe Kimberly Clark. And you can see these names that were not flinching during the sell-off, right, at all, right? This is an outside day to the upside. What that means is just like all those broadening formations I showed you, this is a broadening formation that's now expanding. See this bar and this bar? They become an outside bar of these two. See that? Okay, so there's your broadening formation. Your lower low and your higher high. The question is going to be strong enough for that. If we go to tap, and tap, you're going to notice this here when the market's selling off. What was tap doing? Inside 60 Momo hammer to the upside measured move. 2, 1, 2. So anybody got short in here hoping this thing was going to roll down with the market, jammed right here. Boom, off she goes. Outside weaker for you here and back through that previous range. We'll see. Now you can see the tone change on the new hour. Why we watch the new hour. Right now they can come back into some of those other names, but we'll see. If we go to Hershey's, and Hershey's also having a nice day here, although it takes all this kind of stuff out in one shot. But you can see that defensive posture going in there, and we got Kraft Heinz cheese ketchup, and here's something that we look for that we talk about every day. Here, the Rev Strat, the inside day, the poke down, 1, 2. Boom, back to previous range. We call this pivot machine gun. Got a little bit more up in here. We can keep an eye on that as the new 60s develop. If we go to Lulu, And Lulu came in a little bit with the market now starting to firm up again, but it still has our attention, even though we're finishing off the month. If you go here, 2 down, 2 up, reversal on the month, still coming back through previous range. We'll see if that firms up here. If we go to Northrop Grumman, just like I explained here before, the pivot machine gun, right through here. Anybody short this thing? It's going to be short against here, 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 here. Boom, take them all out in one shot. We'll see if that firms up. Trying to go Momo Hammer on here, but market peeps a little spooked after the sell-off, but you can see once again in the SPY. New 60. Here she comes. All right, if we go to Domino's Pizza. And Domino's Pizza, here, once again, we've been watching this monthly. 2 down, 2 up. And people ask me, what's a triangle day out? This is a triangle day out. Stop them all out and then go right back up. And you can see this. This 60 to open was a 2 down and then a 2 up to come back through this previous range. How's the 30 looking on this? Here you go. Back through the previous range to stop everybody out. Then a 2-2 reversal. 2 down by taking out the lows. 2 up on the hammer. Domino's Pizza still going now. Inside on the 30. If we go to SFM, not so much. If we go to Oh Cool, and Oh Cool on the week, 2 down, 2 up, back through previous range, looking now for potential outside month, right? Which is already an outside month last month. And the reason you want to know about outside bars is because if they're willing to pay up and sell down, they might do it again. And that's what's happening right now. Oh, cool. On the 30-minute, a good way to get in on this here. 2 up by taking out the high, 2 down, stop them out, and then boom, off she goes. Still going, oh, cool. If we go to Triple M. Triple M just held up a lot better inside on the 30 right now on that sell-off, and that's always what you want to look for, that relative strength when things go up and down. If we go to UPS. All right, new tone change here. We got a new 60. But you can see that's staying green. Still exhaustion risk by going to the highs. We can see it stayed green even though the market sold off. Okay, now for the other guys. Teslers. Tesla firming up now in the 30. All right, but you can see this inside 30 here. Right there. That was directional to the downside. And the reason we'd be looking at that is because now it's an inside weekend down. And the month, not doing much. Right? But here, you're now inside weekend down for the next day and a half below 690, 180. We got a nice hit off of that. We also call this the Momo Shooter, right? Oh, stop out some shorts yesterday. Anybody long stopped right here, and then you get some real selling when you get everything going red. Now you got a new 60. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's go Costco going the highs right now. Some more retail. Having a nice little day, inside day to the upside Costco. Market's still recovering on the new 60. Apple gives you the outside day, all right? And so here's what you look for here. You're going to see this on the 30. Outside 30, poke up 3, 2, 2. When it takes that out, it's going to take this out, and these two are going to become an outside bar of that. And if that works, you get your outside day, what you got. So we'll see if it's going to be weak enough for an outside week there. If we go to, let's see, Amazon, did you make it yet? Amazon didn't quite make that outside day. Now you can see on the 60 or the 30 coming right back. 2-2 reversal on the 30 there. If we go to Amgen. And Amgen still having a rough week. 2 up, 2 down on the week. Once again, potential outside month and maybe it do it again. Amgen just kind of sitting there for now. We'll see if that sets up at all, trying to recover. If we go to, the guys who really got it going, Uber and Lyft. There you go. Now recovering. You can see that. Why you got to watch those new 60s, right? Down puker, and as soon as that new 60 pops right back up, that got things going here. Real nice outside day, and this is a triple. 3-3-3. Outside day, outside day, outside day. And you can see it just gets rougher, right? And there's your higher high off of that, and your lower low. That's your sub-broadening formation here on Uber. If you go to, and here's, once again, you can see that 60 here. Outside 60, broadening formation. Outside 60 down, broadening formation. Expanding to take out these guys, right? And then the continuation to really expand. Now, we'll see if we can get a lot of stuff going inside on the 60s. If you go to lift got him going down outside weaker. Here's that inside weak. And as soon as it starts coming back, we're looking for an outside bar. Got it. But now, once again, new 60s, firming up. If we go to dash. And so dash got hit as well. Here on the daily, you can see this. 2 up, 2 down. After a slight higher high and the lower low, these two become an outside bar of that, right? So there's your higher high and there's your lower low. There's your broadening formation. And like many things here, firming up right on what we call the flip, the bottom of the hour. So just like when the market gapped up and starts tanking, we were looking at things taking out yesterday's lows or going outside. So right now, we're looking for anything taking out the morning highs, and that's why I went right back to Costco, because anybody short Costco, they got what they wanted. The market sold off, but Costco didn't budge. So if you're short this thing and the market starts to recover, you got to cover or get killed. If we go to BDX, and BDX was just having it rough here earlier. Let's see if we can go after that inside week. Still green on the month and a 2 up, but running out a month. And once again on your daily, you're going to see this. The outside day, take out both sides. Then you take out the high. Then today, boom, these two become an outside bar of that. You see, now we're covering on the flippage. If we go to MVIS, and MVIS inside day to the downside, having a little trouble after the spike higher on the week, but now coming back in off that inside day reversal back down. You'll notice this was an outside bar, took out both sides, then goes inside. There's a 3, 1, 2, boom, real move. Right now it looks like it's to the downside. If we go to CRE, Massa CRE, outside week, still inside month, but getting closer to taking out the monthly lows. And just dropping in a bit, you can see this now, trying to recover on the new 30. We'll see. CRE having a bright red day, but stopping a lot of these guys out in here as it does go outside weak. If we go to PI, and PI, Life of Pi, taking out last month's lows, that's a problem. Trying to firm up a little bit here, but now we'll see if that continues. A little quick on the downside there, but we'll see. If we go to TMO. Market's still recovering off this flip here. The TMO starting to recover here as well off of this on the 30. See the inside 30 and then poke down. Then 1, 2, 2, back up. All right, so it's trying to recover here, but you can see starting off was a rough day and then an outside week. Call that 1 bar rev strat. Inside week, outside week, downside. We'll see how that closes out the month. If we go to Ashland. Ash, once again, back to previous range. 2 up by taking out that high, and then boom, stop all these guys out. We'll see if it's weak enough to come all the way down to here, like a lot of things here firming up. If we go back to the SPY, now you have your reversal on the 30 back up, you see? 2 down, 2 up, right? That's why you pay attention to that new 60, all right? We know the diamonds there was a little stronger. Now coming up here on the 60, the diamond reversal, above 338.65, right, for the hour. And if you go back to that 30, here you go. Boom, stop them out 30. This 2-2 triggers the 2260. If we go to Merck, and Merck, here's another, what we look for, the inside bar, the poke up, stop them out. Boom, these two become an outside bar of that. Rev strat 1, 2, 2. I think Bristol Myers is having some problems this morning as well. Yeah, Bristol Myers having a rough one too. You can see this weekly. 2 up, 2 down. So once you have this broadening formation, you got to stay nimble here, right? Now, if they did it once, they might bring it right back up again. A lot of the news was discernible good. You know, we had Apple earnings and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes the profit taking just goes a little bit further than they thought. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of the Black Channel here at Ticker Talk with Strat Time Report.